Hey guys, my name is Eric, also known as Firestarter ECMG. This is my first video on YouTube. I usually stream, but I recently got a 2700X and 1080 Ti. Figured it's about time to start recording some videos. I recently was looking in a case, got this DarkFlash Phantom. Thanks XxViciousSX for the review on it. You helped me make my decision. I also noticed that there weren't too many other reviews on this product, and kind of wanted to talk about the pros and the cons about this case. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So pros. I definitely do like that this comes with 6 fans and a controller. They are 6-pin. Don't want to go into the cons yet, but these fans alone are, and the controller is about $50 to $60 at minimum. So if you're looking to spend $100 and this is on sale, this is definitely a steal. So first off, pros. Looks great. I probably already said it first off, but second off, just looks great. And third, it does provide an ample amount of cooling compared to the other case I was utilizing. Right now, currently recording, we are seeing about 40 degrees Celsius at max, which this is recording 10% higher, which means that we are looking around 30% at idle, which is 30 degrees at idle, which is great. I'm sorry for the mistakes, but I'm going to be editing this video as least as possible. This is my first one. I'm a new, creator for YouTube, and I'm looking to do more. Of course, have the tools to do it now. So if you like it, just let me know, and so I can keep on doing this. But let's try and do some tests here, because some cons that I have is that the airflow on this case, at least in the front, is very restrictive due to the amount of space in this front panel.
Auto shutdown cancelled.
So right all around, there's a little bit of space here, but I feel that it restricts the airflow a lot, and I could probably get these idle temps down even lower. I did read on a review that you can put some motherboard stands in it. I have some black ones from my old case that I'm going to be putting in here on the video for you guys. That way, hopefully, if you are looking to buy this case, you can probably make the same modification here, and we're going to see if we get results here. I'm also going to try to do some airflow results without the front panel on at all, just so we can get some good comparisons as to what it's like without, what it's like with, and what it's like with the modification. Another con that I have that you guys do need to know is that these 6 fans and the controller run the fans at max speed 100% of the time. You can't control them. You can't plug the controller into your motherboard for RGB headers or RGB control. So if you want to sync the lights up and you want to control your fan speeds, this is probably not the case for you. If you don't really care as much about your airflow, which I know I told you I did, but this case is just so beautiful and worth at $100 that, and my temps are fine. So this is a beautiful case. The top fans are my Ryujin AIO. I did get it on a steal on sale. However, the controller is a 6-pin controller and the Ryujin is a 4-pin. So can't connect those together. I have 2 different controllers in here. So ultimately, I'm fine with the case and the PC the way it is right now. I did buy actually 2 more DR12s just so I can plug them in to utilize all 8 fans. I'm not going to put them up at the top because Like I mentioned, I can't control my fan speeds, so in case I need more cooling, these won't ramp up. These are 1200 RPM max, and my ryogens go over 2000. So definitely going to be keeping the ryogens up there. It's just something that I have to deal with. However, it doesn't look completely horrible. I am getting the 2 other fans that I'm going to be sticking in over the PSU shroud. There are 3 spots, but I can't put 3 more fans because there's only 8 fan spots on the controller. So I'll probably put the 2, I probably won't put one over the PSU just because I feel that the PSU is going to restrict a lot of the airflow anyways from that fan. So I'll probably put them on the front 2 spots here. It would be nice to kind of have it over the PSU just for cooling the GPU a little bit more, but I guess that'll be trial and error here. So let's get into this. I'm gonna go over to my desktop so you guys can see what I am doing, and then we can see where it's at. So we can see right now that my idle temp is at 37 degrees Celsius. I'm going to stress my GPU the heck out. I think it's only going to go to 4.0 gigahertz. 4.0 gigahertz. But I'm not too much of an overclocker right now. We'll see how these temps go first, and then we'll think about putting up that clock. Sorry, I'm really tired. I just got off work. I figured the best time to be doing this would be at night when all my kids are sleeping. That way you guys don't get all the background noise. I'm using a webcam right now, so the quality is kind of shoddy. I apologize for that, but maybe with your guys' support, I can make some better quality videos and purchase better gear to go along with this bad boy. So right now we are running the processor. It looks like it's running 4.4. However, all my cores on Ryzen Master state I'm about 4.0. So not sure. But it's looking like we'll let it run for a couple more minutes. But if we don't see this temp moving at all, it's moving a bit. So we'll kind of see where this goes.
Auto shutdown initiated.
Not really too much sure what else to say about this other than, I mean, the big 2 cons are is that if you want control over your fan speed and all of your lights sync together, this is probably not the case for you just because of the fan controller. That's the biggest drawback. However, if you don't care as much about it, it's a steal. It's a steal. It's a steal. So buy it now. Like if you don't care about, I mean, I don't even care regardless. I don't know why you wouldn't care. If it's $99, I would get it. Probably the other modification I would make is instead of doing an AIO, I would probably just put the 2 other fans up top to create some exhaust without an AIO, and then just air cool it, because unless if you can find an 8-pin header that can plug into that controller, there's really not much point. Unless if you like the looks of this, I think this looks fine. My RGB Trident Z's are looking godly in this, so I can't really complain too much. So, you know, we've been running this for a couple minutes. We're steadily going up. I would say this isn't going to reach more than 65 degrees Celsius, which is recording 10% or 10 degrees higher than the actual temperature is, just due to the new way that the Ryzen Zen Plus chips work, and the software that goes behind it. It basically makes it so this chip runs a little bit hotter, so it records 10% higher, so it can kind of throttle faster before it actually throttles. And the new AMD Zen Plus cards, if you have it on auto as far as the boost, it will boost itself depending on the needs of what you're doing. So haven't really messed too much with that. Haven't really had the time to, honestly. So we'll let this one be done. Honestly, it hasn't. It may not even pass 62 degrees, which would be 52 degrees here. So not horrible under a 4.0 gigahertz load, not full load, but it's good enough. So let's go ahead and take the case off, and we'll see what our temps run here. So let's go ahead and stop. We are going to take the front case off. I'll show you like the grommets a little bit and how they're taken off. I'm sorry I can't really get any close-ups, but I'm hoping this will help you. So I can actually take all the grommets off without the glass falling. However, probably best if you don't want to hurt the case, just to kind of put a knuckle in the middle maybe. Don't want to put a finger on it. Don't want to get too many fingerprints, because it is tempered glass. But alright, front is off. I can hear a lot more airflow taking that thing off. And let's test it out without the front panel on. Saying 4 of my cores was running 4.0 right now. Okay, my idle temps are going right back down. But let's go ahead and just stress it out again right now. See what it goes up to after a couple minutes. But if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I will reply to them right away. If you guys have any more suggestions on other videos or something else you want to see, or anything, just let me know. Also, I'll put a link to my Twitch stream. I do stream every so often. I work a lot though, trying to get away from that, and hopefully this will help me out. So I really appreciate you guys watching this. If you are interested in buying this at $99, I would say it's a steal. $170, go look somewhere else. So could probably let it run for a little bit longer. However, it's at 58 points. It's moving. It's going up. I have a feeling we're going to save about 2 degrees on this. Probably about 59. And we were getting about 60 up to 62. So about 3-degree difference. So I'm kind of wondering if the extension is really going to do much. I guess we'll have to find out, right? Alright, so I don't know if you can see these, but here's my little black motherboard standoffs that I took from my old case. These little grommets come off and it exposes a gold longer motherboard standoff. Here's the grommet. So the grommet will just slide over the motherboard standoff. So that means that I'm gonna have a little bit more extra on top of that, hanging off, or I guess not technically hanging off, but showing from the case, and that's why I kind of wanted them to be the black ones. So I'm going to put the black ones first and put these motherboard stands on the other motherboard stand. We'll see how that works out. Okay, so I'm using, I don't really have the best tools, so I am using a regular wrench that you can adjust to take these off. Excuse my noise. Gotta readjust that. So these don't come off too hard. They are a little bit tight at first, but then once you loosen them, they're pretty easy to take off. We're still stressing out right now at about, yeah, we're not even getting to 59. So this is a 4.0, so this would be 49 degrees, technically real temp, or the T-dye temp. So that is not bad at all. What else can I say about this case? The cable management, as I mentioned before, isn't too bad. It kind of depends how much stuff you have plugged in, because I have the Molex is quite annoying, honestly, because not too many things use Molex nowadays, and it's kind of rough to have that one connector just for Molex. Sometimes you'll have those cords that have the SATA power and then just have the one Molex at the end, which would probably be useful. However, I do not have one of those. So these bottom ones are a little bit harder to take off. Probably also a little bit my fault for not having the exact right tools. Ow. So I'm kind of making these modifications with the computer on because I'm recording from the station right now. So and yeah, it's just the definitely need to get like a better camera for you guys if I'm gonna start recording better videos. Man, this takes a little while without like a hand wrench.
Powering
these are
off.
gonna be fun to tighten. So it looks like my temperature reached up to 59 degrees. It should be 49 technically, which isn't too bad under max load for this long so far. I don't think it's really going much else where. So we can still assume that 3% difference, or 3-degree difference. Boing. Oh my goodness. Definitely would like a better wrench. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put in our motherboard stands, the black ones. What we're going to do is we're just going to hand tighten them first. You probably don't need to do too much more than that, and I just dropped it. Well, there goes one motherboard stand. Oof. Okay. Got the third one in, kinda.
not going in perfectly. I don't want to misthread it. So I really don't think it's going to matter if you don't have the black ones to put it first or not, but man, this sucker's really not wanting to go in, huh?
I mean, that looks pretty straight to me.
I don't like to force stuff, but I think this one's being a little bit of a pain. Just like it was on the way out. Just like me.
Oh, what?
Oh, sorry for the no commentary. This thing's just kind of annoying me, and I'm a little bit too tired to kind of want to deal with it right now, but I'm going to for you guys. That should be good enough on there. I need to find the other motherboard stand. That did not go in straight. That went in straighter. And we go for another long haul. So have we reached, we haven't peaked over 59 degrees Celsius, which is great. So that is that true 3 degree difference. Holy Jesus, why do I want to keep saying percent? Alright. Black standoffs initiated. Come on. All right. Now we put these gold ones on. Probably don't need to screw them in too tight, but always good to have a decent tightness on them so when you unscrew your case it doesn't come with it, because that would be annoying. So I may use the wrench to get one tight squeeze on these, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so let me go ahead and stop the stress so we can get our CPU down to some normal temps here, and then we'll run it again. Ow. Okay, that should be tight enough there.
That should be tight enough there. Let's get these grommets on. Okay, so these grommets, I'm gonna put them on. Why doesn't this look like it's on all the way? That's on all the way, that's on all the way. This one is not. Well, I'll just see what it's like with. Alright, so when I put these grommets back on, it only covers the gold, which means that little bit of spacing that I have in the motherboard standoff is sticking. Let me put the glass back on. And these screws on. Didn't follow my own advice with the knuckle. However, if you're getting a tempered glass case, be prepared to clean it a lot. So this one's a little... Whoa. Okay, so one issue with the standoffs is that if you push your glass too far forward, it pushes your grommets back with it. So this standoff is not doing so great. Neither is my tightening skills. So while we have this, I guess, glass... Ooh, wow. I can put my whole finger in there now. Actually looks pretty good. Tighten this one down because this one's fitting in here correctly. And this one. So, before I couldn't even fit my finger in it, now I can even fit this wrench through here. So, providing ample enough of airflow, let's go ahead and stress out the CPU. It's not back down to idle temps yet, but what the heck did it just jump up like that for? Stop it. Okay, let's start. Let's see what it runs at. See if we save any degrees, not percentage, off of our temps here. So I guess while we're running this, I can briefly summarize what kind of how I feel about this case. First off, love this case at $100. 160, definitely look into something better. I would say the H700i would be a great choice for $170. You will have to make a modification. I feel that if you want to run your computer to the max, you need more airflow here. If you just want to take the panel off, you don't have a lot of pets, that's fine. Even though this extra space is gonna kind of allow that dander and stuff in anyway. So no mesh, looks fantastic, feels fantastic. I love it. The only bad part is my OCD is gonna kill me, in a couple years or not even, and I'm gonna want to make this all synced up. So, and the only way you're gonna be able to do that is get a different controller with different fans. the DR12s do not provide any of that. You might want to go with like the C3s or the C5s if you're going to go with the AOGOs. But if you don't really care about that and you just want looks for a great price, this is it. So yeah, it's restricting a little bit more airflow here. We're probably going to reach up to 60, whereas where we didn't have the front case on before, we reached max of 59 and it would not go higher than that. So we're going to see if this thing ranges a little bit higher. Like I said, I do stream. I'll put a link in the comment below. I also am going to link the Newegg listing and hopefully maybe